I'm seeing so much on social media. So we're going 2.5 weeks across Seoul, Busan, Jeju. Let me introduce you to Magda. I made a sandwich with the leftover parts of the cheese board, so there's... Hey, I'm V, and I share stories of everyday life, travel adventures, and food experiences. Come along for the journey. Living life my way. Just when I'm about to head to my Pilates class. But I'm just smashing some ribs and buffalo sauce and what's the barbecue sauce called? It's like a smoky whiskey barbecue sauce for lunch. I just finished work and look at the weather. It's raining again. It's getting really cold actually. Hello, I'm finished with work now. I realized even though I have this gimbal to hold on to and it's stable, the problem is that it's quite heavy, so I'm like getting fatigued from holding it. Anyway, you can't have it all. Yes, I just finished a day of work. It's been a pretty big day, but I managed to duck out at lunch to go to my Pilates class, which made me really happy. And I plan to go to yoga tonight too, if possible. So I'm just gonna relax, have some dinner, and then get ready for yoga. And I'm planning to double down because we are flying out on Sunday. We're going to Korea and I'm really excited for that. Wind down and just check out of responsibilities for a little bit and eat all the yummy foods. Like, we're very excited about the seafood and all the abalones we're gonna have basically for like a quarter of the price that we get it over here. So we did plan to go running in Korea, but I just have a feeling that we won't be because we're going to Korea in spring and we thought that spring was going to be warm, but it's not. It's like 15 degrees and that is not warm for us. Plan to go running, but I have a feeling that we're just going to end up eating and roaming around and browsing and exploring. So I'm going to front load my exercise and I'm going to double down today and go yoga at night so that I don't feel so bad when I'm peaking out in Korea. But yeah, that's what I plan to do. I also have to do a little bit of planning for Korea. So we booked our accommodation, we booked our flights, and we also booked our car rental, but we haven't booked anything else. So I'm planning to make a list of things and places for us to visit, and then while we're there, I guess we can just pick an item from the list whenever we feel like it, or whenever we feel like doing an activity. That will just make the trip a little bit easier for us. Yeah, I think that's all I have to do today. And I have to fold the laundry. There's like another load of laundry I've chucked in. It's in the dryer right now. It's so cold in Sydney right now. It looks really green and nice outside, but it's not. It's actually really windy, and it's making it harder to get out of bed in the morning. And I haven't been sleeping well because I've just been thinking about too many things. I'm gonna go make myself some tea now to warm myself up because it's too cold. Okay, bye. I've made myself some tea now, but I thought I'd come back and I'm having snacks. I'm having tea in this. Yeah, so I thought I'd come back and just talk about the upcoming trip. So we're heading to Korea for 2.5 weeks. I'm so excited. And it's a long time to be in Korea. We were originally gonna go to Japan, but we booked way too late and it's just too busy right now. I'm seeing so much on social media of how flooded Japan is, and I'm not looking for a crowded place to go to. But eventually we'll go to Japan and hopefully it gets less crowded. But yes, we are going to Korea instead, and but yes, we're going to Korea instead. So we're going 2.5 weeks across Seoul, Busan, Jeju, and we're doing 2 days in Seoul, or 1.5 days. Then we're gonna roll into Jeju for 4 days, I believe, and then we're gonna go 5 days, and then we're gonna go Busan for 4 days, and then we're gonna come back for Seoul for the longest leg of the trip. But we did hire a car in Jeju, and so I'm really excited for that. Busan, my friend Jane told me that it's like a coastal town, like a beach area, but it's cold. We weren't expecting it to be cold, and how we found it to be cold is that when we were planning for it, we were watching vlogs to hype ourselves up and to get the vibe of it. And we watched a vlog on spring in Seoul, and this girl was wearing a scarf, and when she was breathing there was like, you know, smoke, not smoke, but like what's the word? You know what I'm talking about. The cold air, the condensation of her breath. And so that's when we were like, what? Why is she wearing a scarf, first and foremost? Like, why is she wearing a trench coat? Like, why does it look so cold? And then I Googled it, and the temperature range is around 15 degrees, which is freezing. Like, I'm born in Vietnam. I love summer. I love the beach. I love the heat. And so I'm not excited. Like, we've just finished summer and I'm wearing a sweater. And we're in Australia. Think about that. But either way, I'm still super excited. Looking forward to black pork. I've been watching so many mukbangs on black pork coming up to today, and I can't believe I'm finally able to try it. I can't wait to try the OG marinated raw crabs. I can't wait to try the OG tteokbokkis and the hot dogs. I'm not gonna try and say it. From the markets, like, I love going to the markets. I love street vendors, so I'm so keen for that. I'm just keen for all the food. And the noodles. My favorite carb is noodles. And it's like noodle heaven over there. So I'm really excited. Really, really excited. I'm also excited for some spas. Like spa days. This trip has been really, really cheap compared to our Europe trip. Like, a fraction of the price. When we looked at how much we spent, because we mainly booked on Airbnb because we wanted the washing machine. We needed the washing machine because we're doing 2.5 weeks. And it was so cheap. I think it's like only 2.2k per person right now in AUD. And that's accommodation, that's flight, that's car hire, and that's one train. So I'm really impressed with the cost so far. But yeah, really excited. Really excited to roll around in Korea and do nothing but everything at the same time. In other news, Magda has grown a new leaf. Let me introduce you to Magda. This is Magda. Magda is my first plant. She was gifted to me as a housewarming gift by my friend Eric. And I've had her since she was about 30 centimeters tall, and now she's like bushy, you know, but this is her new leaf. It's very fresh, it's very lime green, and her fenestrations are crazy. How crazy they look. She's a big gal. You know how some monsteras, their leaves are small and there's like a lot of leaves, like it's very bushy and it's short, but it grows really quick? She's not one of those. It takes forever for her to pop out a new leaf, but when she does, it's like a huge leaf. Let me try to do a face. This is the comparison. This is my face, and this is Magda's leaf. Is that, see how big she is? She's huge. And just for comparison, so this is evergreen. As you can see, she is shorter, smaller, and she grows like crazy. She comes out with so many leaves. At one point, we had to pull out about 9 leaves for her. So her fenestrations aren't that intense. Like there's not as many on her. She's about the same age as Magda. See how there's not many fenestrations? It's just like one singular one there. And this is a fairly new leaf. But yeah, she's shorter. She is bushier. And she's smaller. Her name's Evergreen. Such a cute name. Such a nice name. I'm tired. I planned for productivity, but now I'm just sleepy. So I think I'm gonna go down for a nap. My internet's so slow anyway. Before, I was in a video call and I was breaking off. Like it was just on Teams. It was just Teams video call and I was breaking off already. And I have a feeling it has something to do with the weather. So I'm not even gonna try to use the internet or go watch anything. I'm just gonna go take a nap. And I'm sleep deprived anyway. It might be good for me. Okay. Night. It's so cold and miserable. Oh. I made it to the gym, worked out, and then went to the steam room. That was really nice. I felt a lot better. I made a sandwich with the leftover parts of the cheese board. So there's liver, prosciutto, and melted brie. Yum. I know this doesn't look sexy, but if you have leftover cheese board, do this because it's delicious.